Okay, who are you?
I'm Jon Christie, and I'm the writer, director, and producer of The Exotic Flavors of Bradley Copperfield.
So, how long have you been writing and producing?
I've been writing and producing for 3 years. I got started in Dallas and did 5 or 6 shows in Dallas, ranging from the Bathhouse Cultural Center to the Addison Theater Center, and actually got started in a church youth building. One of my very first plays I ever did was in a church youth building.
So what was the budget for your very first show that you did in the church youth building?
My budget for my very first show was $0. I didn't have a dollar to my name. It was just me and a couple other guys that really wanted to do theater. So we took residence at my church's youth building and didn't put any money into the show. We charged $5 a ticket for people that wanted to come see it, and we ended up raising almost $1,000 from that.
So you're seriously a guy who takes an idea and goes on faith and passion to get it accomplished.
Absolutely.
So is this show any different?
This show is not very different at all. The Exotic Flavors of Bradley Copperfield is, for all intents and purposes, a romantic comedy on stage. For those of you that have ever seen The Princess Bride, or for those of you that are a fan of the TV show How I Met Your Mother, this show is right up your alley. The Exotic Flavors of Bradley Copperfield is a story about a grandfather who's trying to convince his grandson to not break up with his girlfriend over a really, really stupid reason. The grandfather tells his young grandson the story about all of his ex-girlfriends and the reasons why he broke up with them, and the catch is to get the grandson to listen to the story. All of his ex-girlfriends he refers to as flavors that represent their personality.
So is this story based on your personal experiences? Did you have a grandfather who helped guide you romantically down your life path?
No, this is not based off my personal experience, but it is actually kind of based on a true story by someone I know back in Dallas.
Ah. So, what is that person? Are you working with them on this project? Who are you working with on this project?
I am working with I am working with someone who is helping me. I'm working with a number of different people on this project. I'm working with a number of different actors who have all read the script, who have fell in love with the script and the characters. I am working with, I'm hoping to work with someone I worked in Dallas by the name of Joe Nagel. And he was my lighting designer for all of my plays that I did in Dallas. I'm hoping he comes out here and helps me with this one because it's kind of based off his idea.
So the IndieGoGo campaign would help assist Joe Nagel in getting out here to work on this project as well. Yes?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So what are some of the things that you hope this IndieGoGo campaign will help you accomplish in getting the show on its feet?
I'm hoping to accomplish a lot of things. Without this funding, we won't be able to build a set. We won't be able to buy props. We won't be able to buy costumes. We won't be able to do the play at all. Theaters out here a lot more expensive than in Dallas, so it's gonna be a lot more expensive. It's gonna take a lot more funding.
What makes you feel that Exotic is a show that will be successful and marketable in Los Angeles?
It's got sex. I mean, who doesn't like sex? There's a lot of sex. It's very visually attractive. It's very colorful. It's very witty. It's very funny. Like I said, for those of you that like How I Met Your Mother, this is in the exact same vein.
What is this show going to bring to take to your career to the next level?
By the way, we're going to want to wrap this video up. It's getting really long.
All right.
I hope for this. This play would be very important in my career because it would be the first play I've ever produced out in LA. It has the chance to reach viewers that I could never hope to be sitting in my theater. It's got the potential to bring new life to this play beyond just being a play. It could turn into a film. It could turn into a TV show. There's no telling what could happen from this play. It could get published because I'm doing it out here in LA. And it's only going to happen if we get help from you.
Have there been any other shows that you've worked on that have been published, or what is the success rate of your other shows?
I have had the pleasure of having one of my plays published. It was published last July, The Zookeeper's Journal, and I was very, very ecstatic about that.
Have any of your shows been picked up by other theaters to be reproduced?
Yes, my very first play that I ever wrote, Dream, which this sign is actually from that production, was picked up by another theater in Dallas called the Core Theater, and it ended. The show Dream was picked up by the Core Theater, and it ended up being one of their most successful shows of their season.
What is...
You can turn it off. Turn it off.